Hey, Captain Logos here, preacher at large, teaching the word inspiring, 5 minutes at a time. Hey, I want to talk to you about something called story shaping story. So in the Bible, there's a lot of stories that sort of shape other stories. And of course, there's foreshadowing and there's things that happen in the Old Testament merged together because everything in the whole Bible points to Jesus Christ and God's salvation. So there's some neat things that come out sometimes. And here's a couple of those things. So remember the children of Israel? Yeah, they left Egypt right after celebrating Passover. They traveled for 40 days to Mount Sinai. They stayed there for 10 days, and what happens 50 days after Passover? Well, that's Pentecost. And so Moses went up the mountain for 10 days. And then God spoke his initial words on Pentecost. Moses comes back down the mountain, and that's when the golden calf incident happens. And Moses gets all irate. And how many people died? 3,000. Now, check this out. Jesus died after celebrating Passover. Jesus went to the wilderness for 40 days. 10 days later, he went up a mountain to commune with God and came back down. And on the day of Pentecost, 3,000 people were filled with the Spirit. See how story is shaping story here? And we see the similarities between Moses and Jesus and what God is doing in the Bible here. Another way to put it is, of this story shaping story, a mountain was covered with God's glory for 6 days. And it says, and a man went up on the seventh day, and God spoke with this man, and this man became full of God's glory. No, I'm not talking about Moses. I'm actually referring to Jesus' transfiguration. But they're the exact same stories. They go up for 6 days, and the seventh day God speaks. They're both full of God's glory, right? When Moses came down, his face shone, right? That's how much the glory he had. But Jesus is the glory of God. And so we see story shaping story. And so these are just a few little things that, as I was studying and doing some research, that came out, I thought, man, that's some good stuff. I hadn't run across it before, and I just thought I'd share that with you. Now, get your face in the Bible.